Let's be honest, building reports manually every month feels like building IKEA furniture without instructions. You open tabs, copy and paste numbers, adjust formats, and just hope everything fits. But what if your reports could build themselves? Hey, I'm Isabel from the Metricool team, and in this video, I'll guide you step by step through how to connect your Metricool account to Looker Studio and create automated reports that stay updated. And don't worry if this is your first time working with Looker Studio. If you need extra help, I've left a guide linked in the descriptions for you to follow all the instructions that I'm gonna explain right here in this video. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create professional looking dashboards tailored to your brand or your clients. Let's get started. The first thing you gotta know is that Looker Studio is Google's data visualization tool. So to access Looker Studio, all you gotta do is go to lookerstudio.google.com and sign in with your Gmail. That's the only thing you need to access it. It won't ask you for anything else. So once you're in, you're gonna go ahead and click on Empty Report, and you're gonna see a pop-up bar just like this asking you to connect to any data source or any data report. In this case, you will type Metricool, and you will choose the only banner that pops up, which is this one right here. It's gonna ask you to select a brand, which is asking me right now, and I will highly recommend you to just click on select one brand manually. Then you're gonna click next. After that, it's gonna ask you to which brand or business you want to pull data from. In my case, I will click my personal business. You will click next, and then you just have to decide which platforms you want to include in your report. And in here you can literally choose everything that Metricool offers, which is TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook groups, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. I would choose all the data because I will, in the future, if I want to make a report about LinkedIn or Instagram or have them all mixed, I can do that. So then I will click following. So once you confirm that selection, Looker Studio will show you a blank Canva, and that is your signal that the connection has been set and you are ready to start creating the report however you want. You're going to be able to see the data source confirmed at the right of your screen, which is here. You're going to be able to see all the connections that Metricool provides to Looker Studio. Now, if this is your first time to ever connecting Looker Studio to Metricool, it might ask you for an authorization code. And that's totally normal. That just means that you need to confirm access to Metricool in order to provide that information to Looker Studio. It's very simple. Google will walk you through it if this pops up, but if you have any doubts, I'll leave you a guide in the description where you can follow it step by step. Let's move on to building your first charts. Let's say you want to track followers, likes, comments, and saves for Instagram. Gonna copy the same metric as you have on the other chart, so you just gotta make sure that you swap out the metric that you want. In my case, I will go to Facebook Evolution. And in order to find your metrics, you always have to go to Instagram Evolution or Facebook Evolution or TikTok Evolution and so on. And you can just look for the metrics that you want. In my case, I want to see page likes. So I will go and just swap it out for real likes right here. So as you can see, now it's giving you the metric. We just gotta make sure that we choose the period that we want. In my case, I want it personalized, and then I want it for this year. So you can choose whatever you want. And then I will go ahead and change the name because my client won't understand. And if I give this metric the name of Facebook Evolution and then page likes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put page likes. So let's say that you even want to add a extra layer of a visual graph. So you can go ahead and either duplicate or add a mini graph right here. And you can choose to have the same metric, just so your client or your boss or you can have a better visual of it. So you're gonna click on it, and we're gonna change the metric. So remember, we chose page likes for this one, so we're just gonna exchange it. And it will reflect right here. Let's say that you want to add it in the middle. And remember, you can do these for all of your metrics. Right here, I'm gonna duplicate it, but now I mean, if you wanna do post likes or reach, you can do that as well. You just gotta go to Facebook Evolution and find your metrics. And yes, let's say that you want to customize your graphs or chart by colors, you can do so. You can just click on the graph that you want to style, and you're gonna go to this chart right here and click the style option. And right here, you're gonna be able to literally change the color of the font size, if you want it in the middle or, you know, on the sides. You can change the padding and the colors. So in this case, let's say that you want to have it green, well, you can change it to green, and so on and so on. That's really cool because you can have it very customizable for whatever brand you're doing. And it's pretty self-explanatory, which is my favorite part. So now let's take it up a notch and let's do a way more professional chart. Let's go ahead and choose a evolution graph showing 2 types of metrics. So I'm just gonna put it right here, and this will be the size that I wanted. Again, I can style it however you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose the metrics that I want to have here. I want to see the metric of post reactions versus post impressions. So I will go ahead and I will go to my metric and I will add it right here as well. And in this graph, you're gonna see a line chart with both metrics represented, and you can see the value of each of them throughout time, and you can see how they have performed side by side. Now we can also create a map showcasing where your followers are located by city. And the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna add a chart, and we're gonna go to Google Maps and select the bubble map, which is the one that represents it the best. And in here we can go to, it offers you, for the location, it offers you country name. We're gonna go by city name, and we're gonna customize the date range for about a year. Okay, so in here you can just go inside the map and see where you have the most followers. It's very interactive, which is something that I like a lot. Okay, so now let's say that you want to add a similar graphic, but now with followers by country. So we can do that by going to the adder chart option, and let's say that you want to do it with a different visual, and let's choose a Dana chart. So the way that you're gonna showcase it, you're gonna put this right here, and let's say that we wanna do country now. So we're gonna go for the country demographic, but you gotta make sure that you select the world icon if you want the names to show up instead of the numbers. So we're gonna click that one for the dimension, and then for the metric, we are going to go with the numbers. That way you can have both the names of the countries and the percentage of how many people live in each country. So we're gonna go with country again, and we're gonna go to Facebook demographic, country followers. Okay, so here you have it. You're gonna have all of the countries right here and the percentages of each. And the same thing here, let's say that you want to edit this with a particular color or anything like that, you can do so on the style section. Now, one of the most powerful parts of Looker Studio is the ability to create detailed post level tables showing images, likes, comments, saves, and impressions. Okay, so now let's say that you want to showcase your client the recent posts that you've posted on their platforms. So in this case, I went from Facebook to Instagram, and I chose my most recent posts. And the most important part here in order to create this graph is to go to add a chart, and you're gonna choose a table. Once you have your table, it's gonna ask you to fill out some options as we've been seeing. So in the dimension, you're gonna go for Instagram posts, image linked. It's very important that you say image link, and then if you haven't done this before, It's gonna ask you for an authorization once it showcases the link of your images to finally showcase the final image, as I have it right here. So you're gonna click image link and you're gonna go by Instagram posts and date, and this will allow you to then choose the date range that you want for the posts. So we're gonna go in here. It's gonna give us these two things again. If we don't want these names at the top, we can change them. Let's say that we want to put posts, and for date we just want to put date, so we can do that as well. And then the metric that we want to measure by post, you will decide on. So in this case I chose engagement, reach organic, and interactions total. So I'm gonna change the name of all of these just to make it easier on me and the client. Organic reach and total interactions. And this is actually your choice. You can choose the metric that you want depending on the platform that you choose. So we have these, and I can edit it however I want. So now I remember to always choose the custom date range that you want, just to make sure that you have all of the data correctly. So let's say that I want all of my things to be in the middle. And then so on and so on. You can change that up. And here's one thing you need to keep in mind. Don't mix metrics and dimensions from different Instagram formats. For example, I cannot choose a dimension to be a Instagram reel and then my metric is a Instagram post like, because then that will give it an error at the end. Or I cannot click the dimension to be Facebook date when I am measuring Instagram likes. Finally, once you've got your visuals, don't forget to style them. So in this case, I am choosing my colors here for my last chart. I don't want these. I want to be transparent. But yeah, the good thing about this is that once you practice and create 2 to 3 reports, you're gonna start feeling like you've owned total control of Looker Studio. And remember, everything that we've done here with Instagram can also be done with more social media platforms like TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and even YouTube. The only thing you gotta do is search for TikTok evolution or LinkedIn posts in the data source and start building. The method is literally the same. Now, if all of these feels like a lot, take a breath. You've got this. And just in case, I've left the complete step-by-step guide with all of the extra tips linked in the description. But before you go, one more thing. If you haven't tried Metricool Premium yet, now's the time. I've left a 30-day free trial code in the description so you can try all of this for free for 30 days. And if this video saved you time, give it a like and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover next. See you later, Metricooler.